Hi guys, so welcome to my very first official YouTube channel. Like I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a very long time. I've been wanting to share my weight loss journey on YouTube for a very long time, but I've been procrastinating. I've been, a lot of things. So yeah, so today we finally done it. Basically, today, just small up the courage and let's get this done. And then here we are. So yeah, this is my very first YouTube channel, and I'm Halima Iya. And if you watching this right now, please kindly like, kindly subscribe, hit up the notification button to get updates anytime I upload a video on YouTube. So basically, this video is basically to share with you my weight loss journey, to basically share with you just those little things we take for granted, those little things we feel do not count, does not matter, but those are the things that actually matter when it comes to weight loss, basically. So I'm basically here to share my journey with you, how I lost about 44 pounds in a period of 3 months. Yes, you heard me right. I lost 44 pounds in a period of 3 months. The rate of, obese population, the rate of, the rate at which we put on weight and the adverse effect it has cannot be overemphasized. Like me, for one, initially it started as a gradual process. I didn't even know I was putting on weight, but you see, you keep on adding this weight without even knowing, and especially if you're the type that doesn't even, you don't care at all, you don't even bother checking your weight. You feel okay, you look at the mirror every morning and you feel you just look just perfect, you look just right, and you don't even want to, like, you don't care, basically. So yeah, I was that type then. I knew I was adding weight, but I never believed I've added so much weight. Not until, it got to a point where my health started being affected, and then went to the hospital. you know my blood pressure was high, and then that was when I decided to, like, let me get on the scale and know how much I'm weighing, and then boom, it was 94 kg. That was about 207 pounds. Like, I was so shocked. I never knew I added so much weight. Like, each time I get dressed, look myself in the mirror, yeah, I know I've added weight, but I never knew I've gained that much. So, like, it was basically disturbing to me. And then I started, trying everything in the book out there to lose weight. Tried the keto diet. It worked for me, but then at the end of the day, first of all, most of the things I incorporated in my diet are things that I would not usually have on a normal day. I lost this weight, but as soon as I stopped with the diet, I gained all this weight back and even more. Okay, fine. I decided to go on a strict fruit diet. Fine. I was on a strict fruit and vegetable diet for like 2 weeks. And within the period of 2 weeks, I actually lost weight. But then I could not just go on eating just, vegetables and fruits all my life. Like, I missed those things I used to eat. And then the moment, you go back to them, you end up, because of that deprivation period, you end up overeating, you end up, and at the end of the day, you just find yourself being unable to resist those things you've abandoned for a very long time. And then at the end of the day, the work done you've done is zero, because you end up gaining the weight back and even more. Also try the gym. I was going to the gym constantly in the morning. First thing in the morning, I'm in the gym. As soon as I close from work, I'm back in the gym. But to my surprise, I didn't even lose a kg. I didn't lose nothing at all. The only thing I noticed while I was going to the gym was that my energy level increased, but in terms of my weight, there was no difference at all in my weight. So basically, I started my research. I started looking for ways, I could still enjoy what I eat and still lose weight, lose healthy weight in the process. And not, the most important thing about losing weight is not just losing the weight, but being able to maintain them. A lot of us have tried losing weight. We've lost those weight, but at the end of the day, we gain those weight back. Now, the major challenge is not even losing the weight, because there's so many quick ways to do that. But then being able to maintain this weight you've lost, that's the major challenge. So I started doing my research, how to lose weight and keep those weight off for good. And then I later realized that there's this misconception that we all have, that fine, for you to lose weight, you have to cut out on all carbs. You have to, stay away from carbohydrate rich meal. You have to stay strictly on vegetables and fruit. Well, that's a big no, because carbohydrate is part of the most important classes of food. So you can't totally say you don't want to consume them, because they also form the part of the molecules basically that keeps us going, like that gives us energy for our day-to-day activities. So you can't totally stay away from carbohydrate basically. So they need to be included in our diet. Cutting carbohydrate out or cutting carbs out of your diet is unhealthy. It end up going to do more harm than good to you, because you're depriving yourself from certain nutrients that are meant to be beneficial to your body system. So yeah, another thing again I noticed is we all have a daily requirement for calories. Now, this is one of the most important tips I want you all to remember, or I want you to take home with. We all have a daily requirement for energy. Every single individual on earth have a daily requirement for energy. Now, this daily requirement for energy is dependent on your current weight, what you're currently weighing now, and your body statistics generally. Yes, so we all have our daily requirement for energy. This could also be your daily requirement for calories. Now, I'm just going to give an instance now and, tell you how this works in relation to weight loss and weight gain. So let's assume somebody is weighing 80 kg, 80 kilo, or let's assume somebody is weighing 100 pounds. And this person wants to lose weight. Now, let's say at 100 pounds, the daily requirement for energy or the daily requirement for calorie is like, let's say, 1,800 calories a day. Now, what this means is, if they consume 1,800 every single day, it means they're going to maintain their current weight at 100 pounds. Anything above 1,800, what the body basically does is, body needs 1,800. So what the body does is it uses up to 1,800. If there's any excess, let's say probably the person consumed 2,000 calories that day, this body is going to use 1,800 calories and store the remaining 200 calories in the adipose tissue. which subsequently will result in weight gain. But now this person wants to lose weight, and that daily requirement for calorie is 1,800, and they've consumed 1,700. So what the body does now in this kind of situation is basically, it used up the 1,700 that has been consumed, and then the way the body metabolism works, there is no metabolic pathway that's in isolation, so the body basically just go back and burn those excess fat in the adipose tissue, excess fat that have been stored there, convert them back to energy and use them up. Now by doing so, by burning those excess fat, you're losing weight, basically, because you've cut down on your calorie intake. So the body has no choice but to go source for calories from the excess fat that has been storing in the body. Another very, very important routine I included on my while I was on my weight loss journey was the intermittent fasting. Like, the benefit for intermittent fasting cannot be overemphasized. The benefit for intermittent fasting cannot be overemphasized. I'm going to over time I'm going to do a video to talk in details about intermittent fasting and how to do intermittent fasting properly, how to do intermittent fasting the right way. Now I'm just briefly going to share with you what intermittent fasting is and how to incorporate it in your diet. Now, intermittent fasting is a type of fast, unlike the regular religious fasts you may all know. It's a type of fast where you avoid anything that contains calories at all. You could have water, you could have your green tea, your zero calorie green tea, you could have your coffee, you could have whatever it is that does not contain calories or does not contain more than 2 calories. You could have them during your intermittent fasting. But aside from that, you can't have any other thing during your fasting period. So how intermittent fasting works basically is you have your eating window and you have your fasting window. Now, the most common type of intermittent fast is the 16-8 fast. What this means basically is your eating window is for 8 hours and then your fasting period is for 16 hours. And I'm just briefly going to give an instance. Now let's assume your last meal for the day is by 6 p.m. What it means is from 6 p.m. down to 10 a.m. the next morning, you are not going to contain anything at all that contains calories. No fruit, because most people tell you that, oh, I've been doing intermittent fasting for a very long time and I've not been seeing results. During my fasting period, I consume fruit, I eat vegetables. Those things do not contain calorie. Hell no, fruit contain calorie. You can Google it, that's why you have Google. Fruits and vegetables do contain calories, and when they say no calories, it means no calories. You're not allowed to consume anything at all that contains calories. Now, the good part is most of the fasting period, most of the time you're going to be fasting, is going to be during the night time. So basically, you're going to be asleep during those periods. So you shouldn't have a problem with it. Excuse me. So you can either start your fast by 6 p.m. or by 8 a.m. Sorry, you can just start your fast by 6 p.m. or by 8 p.m. So what it means is if you start your fast by 6 p.m., it means you are not going to have anything that contains calorie at all till 10 a.m. the next morning. And if you start your fast by 8 p.m., it means you're not going to have anything that contains calorie at all till 12 p.m. the next day. However, you're allowed to have your green tea or any zero calorie tea of your choice. You're allowed to have coffee without milk. You're allowed to have any zero calorie drink out there that you can find. You're allowed to have water as much as possible. like, you know, the benefit of water cannot be overemphasized, so you're allowed to have water as much as possible. So I'm just briefly going to explain the mechanism behind your fasting. What it does is, after a prolonged hour of not having anything to eat, your body goes into ketosis. Now, ketosis is basically, it's termed as a fasting period, especially 12 hours after, you know, a prolonged hour of not having anything at all to eat. Your body goes into ketosis. What it means is it goes in to burn, you know, to convert those excess fat in the body into energy for, you know, your brain function, your organ function, your breathing, and all that. You need calories for those things, basically. So what it does is just to go around, you know, looking for excess fat to burn down during those periods. Now, the moment you consume anything that contains calories, the body feels relaxed and like, okay, fine, I was going to burn this fat, and then, you know, you fed me with 200 calories. There's no need going to burn any fat when I already have a source of energy already. So basically, that's the whole principle behind not consuming anything that contains calorie during your fast period, because it gives your body time to regenerate itself. It gives your body time to regenerate its cells by itself. It gives your body time to, you know, go scout for all those excess fats planking your blood vessels, you know, attaching themselves to your organs, attaching yourself to your heart, you know, causing all those negative adverse effects in the body. So basically, that's what it does: burn down all those, you know, excess and unnecessary fat. It also improves your sleep pattern, like you sleep very, very well. It improves your breathing. Like, the benefit for intermittent fasting cannot be overemphasized. I'm going to talk about that in, you know, in a more detailed video. Another thing you need to do to lose weight, like one of the steps you need to take again, is to make sure you don't live a sedentary life. Yes, your diet comes first in weight loss. Diet comes first in weight loss. You can lose weight without exercising, but you cannot lose weight on exercise alone if your diets are wrong. On a good diet with little or no exercise, you would lose weight. On a good diet, maintaining a proper calorie deficit, on a proper diet with little or no exercise, you would lose weight. But you could also be working out day and night and still not lose any weight if your diet is wrong. However, it is very, very important that you don't live that sedentary life. It is very, very important that you increase your physical activities, you know, try to do something. There's so many basic exercises that you can do without having to break the bank, without having to go to the gym. Indoors, for those that, you know, don't, or those that feel, okay, fine, I don't want people seeing me running outside and all that, don't really feel comfortable going outdoors for exercise. There are very, very basic things you can do. There's very, very, you know, even as simple as dancing. You can just put on your favorite, you know, favorite song and dance to them. Those are basic exercises that people neglect. It could be doing your garden. It could be, you know, doing the basic chores at home. Don't just live that sedentary life. Try to keep yourself busy. It could be taking a walk. It could be as simple as taking a walk. Basically, while I was losing weight, I wasn't doing anything in terms of exercising. I wasn't doing anything too hectic. The only thing I was doing then was making sure that every day I take a minimum of 5,000 steps a day, put on my favorite song, dance to it, dance, and like, you need to see me the way I would sweat from doing that. And when I look at my watch, like the calorie I've burned from doing something I enjoy. And that's the best part about dancing. People neglect most people, okay, they know dancing, okay, fine, it makes you sweat, but people just neglect it. They don't think, they feel if you're not going to the gym, then nothing else could make you burn calories. But believe me, dancing makes you burn calories even more than most of the exercises you go to the gym doing. So yeah, you could just put on your favorite song and dance to them. It doesn't have to be anything hectic, it doesn't have to be anything tedious, it doesn't have to be you dancing and jumping. It could just be, simple, basic, basic steps, basic moves, and that's it. And you'll be surprised how many calories you burn. It could be taking a walk, a minimum of 5,000 steps a day. Basically, those are the basic exercises I incorporated while I was trying to lose weight. Another important thing is water. The benefit of water cannot be overemphasized. Like, you can never overemphasize the benefit of water. The minimum requirement for water for an average adult is 3 liters of water every day. 3 liters of water. You should try as much as possible to drink as much water as possible. Like I said earlier, the benefit cannot be overemphasized, basically, because they help flush out any toxic bacteria from your body. Like, your skin would thank you for it, your body organs would thank you for taking enough water. And they go a long way, in fairly maintaining the internal environment of your body, like keeping it fairly stable, keeping it like they serve as a shock absorber. Basically, that's what it does. It's serving as a shock absorber, regulating the salt content, regulating any toxic environment in the body, making it fairly stable. Basically, that's what it does. Your skin will thank you for it, your body organs will thank you for it, basically. Yeah, so just a quick recap on how to effectively lose weight. First of all, you need to know what your daily calorie requirement is. Secondly, you need to create a calorie deficit. Thirdly, you need to incorporate intermittent fasting into your routine. Fourthly, your water intake. Try as much as possible to increase your water intake. The minimum requirement for water is 3 liters of water daily. The benefit of water cannot be overemphasized. I'm also going to do a video to elaborate on that. Try as much as possible not to live that sedentary life. Yes, we all know that with a good diet, with a good plan, you're going to lose weight with little or no exercise. However, it is very, very important that you don't live a sedentary life. It is very, very important that you increase your activity, your physical activity. You move your body, you increase your body strength, basically. So yeah, try as much as possible not to live a sedentary life. Try as much as possible to engage your body. It could be dancing, it could be skipping, it could be doing your garden, it could be doing the house chores, it could be taking a walk, basically. So it's at the very little of things count. Don't just lie down there day and night and not do nothing. Just try to move your body, no matter how small. Put on your favorite song and move to it, dance to it. You don't have to jump. Oh, some people will say, I don't know how to dance. You don't need to know how to dance. Just freestyle. Do whatever it is you can do. Just move your body to it. Move your body to the groove, and that's all you need to do. So yeah, this brings us to the end of the video. Well, like I said earlier, this is my very first YouTube video. So I hope it makes sense to you. I hope it's added something positive to you. I hope you've picked up one or two useful tips that you can incorporate in your daily lifestyle. And kindly like the video, subscribe to my channel, because I'll be dropping more of this useful tips in relation to weight loss. And You can comment in the comment section down below if there's any question you need clarification on. You can just kindly drop a comment and I would respond. And I'll be sharing with you, like I said earlier, I'll be putting the link to the quiz, because I know so many people want to know what their daily requirement for calories are, but they don't know how to go about it. So I'll be sharing you a link to the quiz in my description box. So click on it, take the test, and from the test, well, you could tell what your daily requirement for calories are, and then you could work towards creating a calorie deficit. And then I'm also going to share with you a link to a live fasting app. That's the intermittent fast app I use. I will share you a link for my my fasting group. You could join the group. We could I could guide you basically on how to properly do intermittent fasting on the application. So yeah, just kindly just click on the link and download the application and you'll be in the group chat. So yeah, basically that's it. Thanks once again for watching. I hope you find this video useful, and drop a comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.